Okay, so you're probably wondering, or number one, this is day two of video journaling, just talking about what's going on. This time I'm going to keep it shorter. I have 59 minutes of recording time. I didn't used to have a limit before, but I guess that's there now. Um, so you're probably wondering what has happened between yesterday and today and what has been different and everything. Yesterday I recorded more in like late afternoon, and now we're actually in evening time, and so that's already a difference. Trying to keep it a bit consistent, like making sure, okay, like I want to record in the evenings before I go to sleep, just to talk to the camera and kind of just updates on what's going on and how the day has been and what's been happening. Today has been a mix, like a mix of good and interesting things. So after yesterday, after I sat down, after I'd watched a bunch of YouTube and oh snap, my PC doing something interesting. But after I watched a bunch of YouTube, and then and then got off the video, I did end up going to church. I was about an hour late, and then afterwards I saw a friend and we went to go and study, and we just studied, and then I invited another friend, and then we studied until like I think until like 3 a.m. So we were out for a while. Today, today was interesting because I woke up and I wasn't sure if we're still going to have the meeting for Papyrus. With we're trying to have a pilot with 801, and so I contacted my professor. I worked with her as a teaching assistant before, and she said that she would be down, she'd be open, but we ended up pushing back the meeting because it wasn't really viable for my co-founder currently. So we'll get back to that later on and try and yeah, and try and make it happen very soon. And hopefully it'll be exciting when it does happen. We're looking towards Thursday at this point, trying to make something happen on Thursday around 10 a.m., 10:30. We'll meet with the professor again and then see what we can do. So in that meantime, I woke up a bit earlier, 9:30. They're about to be ready for that in case my co-founder was still able to do it, and then also to update my professor in case we weren't able to do it. And since we didn't end up doing it, I still had a bit of time on my hands, and so I decided to make a proof of concept video that would just show exactly what Papyrus we're hoping Papyrus would do at the end of the day. And so it simply wrote in my note-taking application, recorded it, then sent it to my computer, edited it, and then I was able to create a proof of like, and then edit it in a way where it looked like, okay, so you could see that for someone was writing and then like text was writing in blue, and so you kind of got the idea of what Papyrus was trying to get at. And so that was fun to like make that proof of concept. Um, After that, I kind of fell back into my whole just procrastinating. I do think there's something needs to change with that regard. I have blocked YouTube, and so YouTube is not something I'll be using. I realize it's not something that I need. There's actually a lot of things that I really just do need to like cut away because I don't need them, and they're only being distractions right now. Not very beneficial, and I do think it's important. I do think it might be beneficial just to cut them away and to remove them entirely rather than trying to continuously come up with a solution to work everything together, and then it like I'm still kind of in the same place. But I have blocked YouTube, so I won't be watching much of that. If I end up watching on my phone, I'll block it there too, and then I don't know, I'll unblock it for like 30-minute time period where I'll be able to like make this video and send it. Um, but yeah, I have an exam tomorrow. I have to I have an exam tomorrow. The rest after procrastinating a little bit, I went to go and study for my design and analysis exam, which is on Wednesday. Well, today is now Tuesday because it's like 1 a.m. on Tuesday. But I went to go and study with that with my friend. We worked on that. Then I went to go and get dinner with a guy. We've been trying to get dinner for a while, and we finally were able to. The dinner was really, really good. It was a really amazing conversation. I got to open up about a few things that I hadn't really opened up about with most people because well, I'm always a bit hesitant to open up about it. But so it was really good, really amazing, really a great time just to talk to someone, to talk through some things that I hadn't really like brought up in a while, and I really enjoyed it. It got me really motivated. I was like, yeah, like I gotta do what I can for the Lord. I have to sit upright. I have to do whatever I can, like wherever Lord, wherever you need me, send me. And then I got to And so I got back, and then my friend was working on, was studying for the exam that we have in the morning now. And he said, "Oh, you should come and study." So I went to go and study, and I went there, except then I started procrastinating again, or just doing other things, not prioritizing the right things. I think, frankly, it does come down to a case of prioritizing, like knowing why I need to do certain specific things at certain times. Because the reality is like what was I saying? The reality is like I have things that I know I have to do. I just don't do it because I don't. I I tend to be extremely myopic. Like if something gratifies me immediately, I'll probably go with that rather than looking at the grand scheme, which is actually the problem because 90% of the time I actually can. If I do start, I'm able to keep going. I'm very good at continuing what I'm already doing, but not very good at realizing when I need to change or realizing when I need to switch or do a different thing or prioritize differently. I don't actually prioritize very well, I must admit. I prioritize pretty poorly, actually. And it's one, I think a solution could be to just cut these things off, say, hey, I'm not going to use these tools or this or that or in Gemini. I just ask a bunch of questions, especially about Papyrus. Like whenever I get geared up there, then I just ask a bunch of questions. But I think there is a reality where I have to actually sit down and acknowledge what I want and work towards once again everything that I want rather than just like random things. I also think I need to, for certain things, I think I need to mark out a time for them. I think I do. I think I need to mark out a time for having fun. Like, ooh, acknowledge that I'm a student. That literally like doing student things is what I'm meant to be doing at this point, rather than fun things or rather than like random things. I should make a time out for doing those things and also acknowledge what I want, what I'm working towards, what my goal is, what my drive is. I'm not just studying for the sake of studying, and nor am I just studying to understand, but there is actually an opportunity for me to get an A in this class. Now, I think if I had acknowledged that and been a bit more strategic, I would have been a bit more, a bit closer to that goal, and now it might be a bit blurry. But hey, we learn something new every day. I think just like, remembering why I do what I do and the goal that I have, the SMART goal. What is it that I want to achieve? Even if I don't achieve it, like what do I want to work towards? I think is important. Anyway, so that was then the end of the day. Overall, has been a good day. It was overall has been a good day. There was a lot out of this day that was really amazing. I was very I was encouraged today. I was motivated today. I didn't feel empty as I did yesterday. I think I think just having this opportunity to reflect, remembering what it means for me to be loved as well, and then applying that with um, the means being the goal and discipline being why I must endure. I think applying all these things has really helped and been effective. So I thank God for just this opportunity. Um, and then, so I think overall the day has been good. Of course, there were some things that could have been better, that I could improve, that I could do ideally better next time, but we'll see. We'll keep working at it. I think prioritizing, knowing what I want, the goals that I want is very important. Knowing why exactly I do, what I'm working towards, and beginning with the end in mind, because I tend to just work and operate day by day according to whatever comes next, which isn't the best way to go about things. Anyway, this has been 9 minutes. I'm going to try and keep these closer and closer to 5 minutes. Hopefully not back to 20 minutes. Those come up when I have something really philosophical to talk about or like something deep to talk about. But yeah, that's the spiel. I guess that's that. I'm not gonna waste much time. That's day two. I will see you around next time, whoever I am talking to.